in this first section, I want to talk about the benefits of alcohol.
Okay. I'm sure there are many.
But I mean, here's the thing, right? Like, there are benefits of alcohol, otherwise we wouldn't consume it. So the real question is, what is the benefit? And before someone jumps through the airwaves into this microphone and punches me in the face about benefits of alcohol, like 99% of the time that you consume alcohol, it is being consumed with an intention. And for most people, that intention is some form of winding down, landing the plane, I call it. Very few people drink or consume alcohol for no reason at all.
Right. Then we're getting more into the addiction realm.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's a whole different discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a different discussion. But 2 years ago, I made a video in this office, just me and a camera, and just feeling compelled to share about how most people are underestimating the impact of alcohol. And I've made hundreds of videos. And that one I took about an hour to plan, and I just did it. It's far and away, by orders of magnitude, I don't know if popular is the right word, but it's been consumed. I mean, it was really kind of remarkable. As you know, we don't promote any of our stuff. We just put it out in the world, and if people like it, they like it. We hope they like it. We hope it's useful. But the amount of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of comments, that this is a topic that really needs and deserves a little more time. And it surprised me as I was going through our bank of content. We hadn't actually formally created any content for this show or a formal blog post around my thoughts, our thoughts about alcohol and how it fits into one's health journey. So that's why we're doing this episode. So I think this will resonate with a lot of people. And this is not going to be us telling folks to stop drinking. Instead, I really hope that at the end of this, folks would have a framework with which to think about how does alcohol fit or not fit into their health journey. So why don't we first talk about why is alcohol such a challenge? I mean, are there things about it that make it a unique challenge in our current state of things?
Yeah. I mean, first of all, I think it's normalized to have a drink with dinner, to have a drink at a barbecue, or even celebrated, right, at weddings.
For breakfast?
Maybe breakfast.
Brunch cocktails?
Right. I recently went on vacation, and there was a lot of alcohol consumed by a lot of people around me.
But not you.
Well, I did, yes.
Something about Cabo?
Yeah, a little bit. But, the point being, when you're on vacation and you let loose a little bit, alcohol's there. And it's also legal. One of the few kind of drugs, if you will, that is these days. And it's really a go-to drug for feelings. So you can drink when you're happy. You can drink when you're sad. You can drink when you're bored. Similar to eating. A lot of people soothe their insecurities or feelings that they're not comfortable with food. Same goes for alcohol. A lot of people do consume it for that reason.
Yeah, I think, people are trying to achieve a certain state or a certain feeling when they consume alcohol. Right. And it may be different states and different feelings. But the North Star from most people who drink most of the time is, I'm in a less ideal state currently. And through the consumption of alcohol, I aim to achieve a more ideal state.
Yep.
And it's quite effective, actually. Otherwise, people wouldn't drink.
Right.
This would not be a discussion. And the science behind it, this is not a biochemistry lecture, so I'm not going to spend a bunch of time on this. But it does warrant just a little bit of attention. The reason alcohol is so effective at changing one's state is that it has direct impact in the brain on two pathways, one called the dopaminergic pathway and the other one called the GABA pathway. And the GABA pathway tends to slow us down. And the dopamine pathway, as I've referred to it, is kind of the pleasure center of the brain. It is actually, I call it the sex and chocolate. It's all of the things that create joy and warm, fuzzy feelings in us tend to stimulate the dopamine pathway. And alcohol is uniquely effective at stimulating both of those areas of the brain.